Namaste and welcome, beautiful beings. Thank you for being here. My name is Magdalena Freedom Rod. Freedom has been my middle name for over 10 years now, as it is my highest value. And if you've been attracted to this space, I'm going to make a wild guess that it might be a high value for you as well. So today we are talking about how to create a conscious business online and get paid to be yourself. Yeah, it exists. Welcome to the new paradigm. So I live in Bali. I am a serial entrepreneur. I've been a photographer, a fashion designer, a retailer, and for the last decade, I've been a yoga person. I've been a yogini. I've been teaching yoga and meditation around the world, doing a lot of traveling. And now I have a new facet that I've added to my being, which is a freedompreneur. And that's what we're talking about today, is how to be a freedompreneur, because I think it's time, right? So I really want to just acknowledge you for investing this time in yourself, because this can absolutely be a moment that can change the trajectory of your life, as it did for me going on 2 years ago. I've been in this space and everything in my life has changed and improved. So I'm really, really grateful and honored to be able to pass this on to you, and for you to just explore and do this little investment of time and see if it resonates. Are you on this frequency of stepping into the new paradigm? Are you looking for freedom in your life in lots of different ways? So here's what we'll be covering today. We're going to talk about the 3 simple pillars to building a high profit conscious business online, even if you have no idea what to sell. Amazing, right? The new way to do business online, so you never have to spam friends and family. I don't know if any of you out there have been doing that, but it doesn't feel good, right? We don't do that in this space. We're going to talk about our high profit, high impact business model that has legacy income potential, and that does good for you and for others and the planet. And we're going to talk about earning an income online with time, location, and financial freedom. Because if you just have 2 out of 3, it's not really totally fulfilling, right? It doesn't really quite work. What we're talking about is full package here. So let's first talk about the 3 pillars to a conscious business online. I'm going to lay these out for you, and then we're going to do a deep dive onto each of them. So the first thing is the high profit, high impact business model. And that we're going to get deeper into what that is. We also need to have a social media skill set, because we're talking about working online, right? If we want location freedom, we have to be working online. So a social media skill set is imperative. And then for the time freedom, we need the automation. And we're going to get more into what that looks like. Very exciting stuff. So pillar 1 is high profit, high impact business. And the reason that I chose this photo for this slide is because somebody's handing you a wad of cash, right? They're giving a wad of cash, they're giving a pile of money. And that is really a foundational principle in the work that we're doing in this space, that it has to have a high impact. All the people that you'll meet in here are impact driven. We're soulpreneurs, you know, we're freedompreneurs, but we're also soulpreneurs because we care about the world and we want to be giving back as well. And then the high profit is there as well, but the money's not fulfilling if it doesn't have meaning attached to it, right? If it's not high impact. So like I said, full package here. We work with a conscious business model. You may be familiar with the terms triple bottom line and right livelihood. So triple bottom line means that it's good for the person, so it's good for you. It's also good for the planet, and it's good for the people, meaning that nobody is being exploited so that we can make our money, right? We're not exploiting the people or the planet. Everybody wins in this conscious business model. Right livelihood is a term that was coined by the Buddha after his enlightenment, and he gave his first speech, and he had a whole list of the right things to do for a happy, fulfilling life. And one of them was right livelihood, that whatever you're doing for money, for a living, that it's something that actually benefits others. That's right livelihood, and that's what we do here. So very purpose driven, which feels good to me. Hopefully you resonate on that frequency. So let's talk about paradigms. There's an old paradigm, there's a new paradigm. And what is a paradigm anyway? So a paradigm is a way of viewing the world that is actually manifested by a society or a group of people. So right now, what we're seeing is the old paradigms crumbling, right, as we're stepping into the new paradigm. So let's talk about what those 2 look like in regards to business, right? So old paradigm is spamming your friends and family, cold messaging people to buy from you, right? I'm sure you guys get those in your inbox every day. I sure do. And it doesn't work, right? You're like, who are you? I don't want to buy something from you. I don't even know who you are, right? It doesn't work. That's old paradigm. The new paradigm is learning the skills of digital marketing to cultivate a network of people that want what you have. So they come to you. We call it attraction marketing. So let's look at the old paradigm and new paradigm in terms of the cost or the price of a sale or the profit of a sale. So low ticket sales are anywhere from $20 to $50 a sale. So you get $20 to $50 income versus that's old paradigm. So that's like little like pocket change, right? And then we go into the new paradigm, what's possible. And that's a lot of what we're talking about today. What's possible in the new paradigm, it's possible to have a high profit of thousands of dollars per sale, hundreds, thousands, like it exists. I'm proof, it's happening for me. So that's what I want to tell you more about today. Old paradigm is trading time for money, right? So there's a cap on how much you can earn because there's only so many hours in the day and you only have so many hours you can work versus automated online systems and processes. So when it's automated, that's the point where you get to where it's like you can wake up in the morning and your automated systems have been working for you and sales have been being made and money's being deposited into your bank account while you're sleeping. That's what we're talking about, new paradigm. So we can work less and make more and really enjoy our lives and not just be, a slave to the system, right? Last one is creating a business, old paradigm, creating a business where you've just bought yourself a job and it's taking up all your time. So this might resonate for you if you're maybe a coach or a healer, or you're trying to do online programs. And you're like, yeah, I'm just going to do this. And then you realize that you have no time freedom because you're just constantly creating content and programs and launching. And yeah, maybe you'll make money and maybe it will be fulfilling, but you won't have any time freedom to really enjoy it all. I've talked to so many burnt out coaches that found the space and were like, hallelujah, I can have it all, right? We can still deliver our gifts and have our work be meaningful, but we can also do it in a way where we actually create money that gives us time freedom. So that's the new paradigm, creating assets, investments, and passive income to support you in becoming time and financially free. Sounds good, right? Fulfillment and money, right? And financial freedom. So let's look at this for an example. How to make $10,000 in a month. And the reason that I use this number is there have been studies that show that when people make around $68,000 a year, somehow they start to relax. And it's like, oh, okay, I don't wake up in the morning every day panicking anymore because I know that I'm going to have all my needs met on a physical level, right? It's like really a root chakra fear. Like we don't have enough money. There's a survival, that's always playing into, in the subconscious, right? But once we pass about 68 grand a year, it's like, oh, I got this. My needs are going to be met. I'm going to survive, right? So let's look at this example of $10,000 a month. This is a good starting point. It's a good starting goal. You can make a lot more than that, but this is just kind of a starting point. If that sounds like a lot to you, then this is going to be probably really eye-opening for you. So low ticket versus high ticket. It's really important for us to get our head around this. So for example, if you have something to sell that's $100, whether it's a healing session or an online product, an ebook, anything like that, or a physical product, you need to sell 100 of those every month to make $10,000, right? And that's $100 profit if you have $100 profit on something. Versus if you have a high ticket sale where you're making $2,000, yeah, it exists, then you only need 5 to make that $10,000 goal. Okay, big difference, right? How about if you have something even lower ticket, like $20 a sale? Maybe it's a yoga class, maybe it's an ebook, maybe it's traditional MLM where with cosmetics or essential oils or CBD or any of these kinds of things. Those are low ticket items where you may be making, say, for example, $20 per sale, right? If you want to make $10,000 a month, you need to sell 500 of those. And once you think about all the work that goes into making that happen, it can be quite exhausting, right? Versus if you have a $5,000 income from a high ticket offer, then you only need 2 sales a month to hit 10 grand, right? So which one would you prefer? I think it's kind of obvious, right? And I know that the question comes up like, well, what could I sell that's high ticket that makes that much money? And how would I even sell it? Stay with me, I got you. Hopefully you've turned off all your distractions and you're really paying attention and taking notes here, because this is the formula I'm giving you here that creates that possibility. It's totally possible. And it's happening in my life and for thousands of my colleagues and my fellow freedompreneurs in our collective. So pillar number 2 is the social media skill set. Yes, that's me in Bali. Gratefully, I've been here for about 1.5 years and very grateful. So social media skill set gives us the opportunity to be able to reach a global audience and create an asset that pays you for the rest of your life. Creating magnetic content that aligns with your life, values, and aspirations to attract people to you. Again, attraction marketing. It's based on your life, your values, and your aspirations. That's why we say you can get paid to be yourself, because what you're doing is you're creating a personal brand all about you and what lights you up and what your purpose is. And that attracts people to you. And it really works. You don't have to reach out to friends and family. You don't need a large following. That's a false belief if that's what's coming up for you right now. And you don't have to spend endless hours online. There's a lot of structure and there's a way to actually do this so that you can actually turn your passions into profits. That's what's possible here. So that works as long as you have the right vehicle, as long as you have the right partnerships and the right strategy. And that's what we're getting into. That's what we're talking about. So the social media skill set, think about it. If you're already on social media, which you probably are, because you probably found out about this masterclass through social media, right? Most likely. And if you're already there on social media, that means you already have a personal brand. Your personal brand is recession proof. It's pandemic proof. And it's the one thing that no one can ever take away from you. This is an asset that you can build. So think about this. 90% of the people on social media are just consuming. Think about how much you scroll and how much you consume, right? But 10% are actually profiting on social media. And that's what we're here to teach you. So personal branding and attraction marketing allows you to get paid to be yourself. People buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So when you have a personal brand and you show up authentically, you're attracting the people that know, like, and trust you. And then you can make your offer. That's how it works. So yeah, let's be part of the 10% that's actually making money, leveraging this free tool that we have in our hand all the time anyway, right? So what are some examples of a personal brand? So here we have Zena. Zena built her personal brand online as a new earth business mentor and modern day priestess, serving souls who are ready to step into their emotional, mental, spiritual, and financial freedom. She's really good at it too. And then we have Ariel here in the middle. Ariel built her personal brand online as a soul coach. She's a spiritual coach, an online business mentor, helping sovereign beings unleash their genius, create an online biz of abundance, freedom, and impact. She's also very good at that. I love these beautiful souls. Then we have Sarah. So these are some examples of our conscious freedompreneur community. Then we have Sarah. Sarah built her personal brand online around her love for conscious living, motherhood, and creating financial freedom to support passion projects. And that's what so many are doing, because you know, we're in it for the impact, right? It's not just a get rich quick scheme you're going to find here. These are people that are really committed to, one, soul growth, personal growth, but also creating a positive impact. As I said, it's a key component of what we're doing here. So let's talk about pillar number 3, automation. Automation. This is the good stuff that you want, because this is what frees up your time so that you can have time freedom. Let's see, what is it? Let's explain automation. What it means is this is your digital shop front that's open 24/7, so sales can be made without you being involved every step of the way, right? So the days of like having face-to-face meetings with people and spending hours and times, you know, explaining, those are in the past. It's old paradigm. This is automated now. Excuse me. So to truly automate a business, you need to have systems, processes, funnels, emails, marketing, and sales teams in place to support the back end of your business, right? It's not just automatically automated. You have to set all these things up. And if you don't have automation in an online income, you don't have time leverage. So like I said, it's you spend the time or you get the automation set up, and then you have the time freedom. Systems that work for you in the background are vital for a freedom business. And this is really what we're talking about. I am a freedom coach, you know, I am a freedom guide, and I help people find their way into and thrive in this freedom business lifestyle, freedompreneurs. So those are the 3 pillars. So now you understand that perfect dynamic of what you need. And just think of it like the wheels of a car, right? If your cars have 4 wheels, obviously, If you have only 3, it's not going to drive properly, right? So you need to have all 3 of the pillars that I talked about in order to have success working online. So that's the magic formula right there. So now you have 2 choices. Now that you understand that, you have 2 choices. You can take everything that I've given you. You can build your own or find a high converting offer with these high profit sales to partner with. You can pay thousands for mentoring to get it all set up and get the automated system set up and everything, and hundreds of dollars a month to automate everything, plus the mentorship on how to do it properly, plus the time investment. Or there's a super simple solution for you right here. You can be open to a new way of doing business online with a done for you, high profit, high impact offer, and build a personal brand through social media and leverage automation through our platform. So here's what I've got for you. Introducing the Freedom Era Educational Platform. This is an absolute game changer. This is the new paradigm of conscious business. So the Freedom Era is the place to go to build a successful brand, business, and long-term legacy income. This is your complete resource center of everything you need to know, plus access to the highest converting offer that we could find that our members love. And this is your new paradigm conscious business solution. As I said. So what's in here? We give you access to the highest converting offer that we can find so that you can create a high profit income and build a legacy income. We didn't talk much about legacy income yet, but that starts at about $5,000 a month and really is uncapped. And that's income that you can have for the rest of your life, $5,000 a month and up. And it's also something that you can will to your children. So when we talk about earning money for our passion projects, this is what we're talking about. And also legacy, right? This is something that you can pass on. So in the platform, we teach you everything you need to know about building a business using social media. So if you're sitting there going, how could I do this? All the training is there. It's a training platform. It's an educational platform. It's fully automated, and it gives you your own affiliate link, your own landing pages, access to a sales team. So if you're somebody who's like, well, what am I selling? I don't even want to do sales calls. I'm not good at selling, right? No worries. There's a whole sales team there. You get courses, mentorships, and more for a fraction of the cost of a traditional business. You guys aren't going to believe how much value is here. Incredible. So if you want to screenshot this, you could. These are a bunch of testimonials from some of our fellow freedompreneurs that are in our tribe. I don't want to take the time to read them all out to you. I really value your time, and I just want to give you the need to know stuff. Go ahead and screenshot this and look through them later if you like. And then let's talk about what's on the inside. Let's get to the meat of this. So what you get is access to a high converting offer that's already proven to work and convert. Like I said, even if you don't know what to sell, we've got you here. And if you already have something to sell, this is something that you can do as an additional income stream, because for passive income, we want to have multiple income streams, right? This pays high tickets commissions starting at $350, going up to $5,000. I've actually hacked it to go up to like over $7,000. So much strategy, and it's so fun, like hacking the numbers. It's an irresistible offer that people are purchasing for themselves anyway. So you're not out there like trying to hustle something that people don't want. It's a high impact product that's doing good for you, for others, and the planet, like we talked about, right? Triple bottom line. And then it supports you to create legacy income, as I said, where you paid $5,000 on up to $80,000 monthly for life. And you can pass it on to your kids. There's nothing else like this out there. And you may be thinking, oh, maybe this is like that other thing. No, it's not. It's not. This is the new paradigm. This is something completely different than anything you've seen. So here it is. This is our highest converting offer. This is 47-year-old Japanese water technology. So it's a 47-year-old company. So they've been around for a long time. So if you look at like traditional MLMs and like these new companies and you think, wow, you're going to like create a lot of income over the long term, but they might disappear in 3, 4, 5 years. This company has stood the test of time over 47 years. They're not going anywhere. They've built a global business. And you may not have even heard of this. You may have. These are medical grade ionizers that produce 7 types of water, different pH levels. And it's the ultimate conscious home appliance. Pretty soon in the coming future, everybody's going to have one of these. It's going to be an essential appliance in the kitchen. The structured living drinking water goes from 8 to 9.5, is hydrogen-rich electrolyzed reduced water that helps to nourish and restore the body to a more alkaline, hydrated state. So this is not the same thing as alkaline water that you buy in the grocery store that has added chemicals. This is done with electricity, electrolysis, and it creates a cloud of hydrogen. Just go ahead and look up the health benefits of hydrogen. And this is incredible. This water is actually designed after the blue zones water. There's like 7 different places on the planet where people are living to be over 100 years old. And they've discovered that it's because of the healing waters that they have in these places. So this water is designed to be just like that, but you can have it fresh out of your tap in your kitchen. It's freaking life-changing. So it has over 100 uses, this water, and it can be used to transform your home into a low-tox sanctuary. It can also replace harmful chemicals and toxic products from your kitchen, your bathroom, and products you use on your skin, as well as home remedies. Over 100 uses, guys. It's phenomenal. I'm not going to go on and on about the product and the offer, but when I got to this point in the presentation, when I first watched it, I was like, hallelujah, it's a heaven yes, because I've known about these for over a decade and I always wanted one because I know they're amazing. And when I figured out I could actually build a business that could pay for it so that I could buy it, then I have it for myself and have all the benefits. For me, it was just such an easy heaven yes. I've been a health coach also for many years and teaching conscious eating. So for me, I saw the value in it right away. It's major. So let's talk about this 10K profit strategy. Remember, we talked about 10K months earlier. Here's how you can do this with this partnership in just 7 sales. If you implement the trifecta strategy that I'm showing you here, in just 3 sales, you see, I don't need to read it all out for you. I want to save a little bit of time here, but you see if just in 7 sales there, you can make over $10,000 on your first 7 sales with this strategy. So, you know, I'm here to tell you it works. It's pretty exciting when you start to get this and you're like, oh my God, this feels too good to be true. I felt like that at the beginning, but then I did a little bit of research and I was like, oh my God, it's true. It actually works. And now I'm living it a couple of years later. So what you also get is mentorship, master classes, and masterminds. I can't even tell you how much value you have here. These are 7- and 8-figure coaches that if you wanted to work with any one of them individually, it would cost you 6 figures. But these people are coming into our platform and teaching master classes, scaling your business, compound leadership, 7 principles of inner and outer success, new way to full body abundance, practical copywriting. So we talk about in our community that our success in this space is 80% inner work and 20% strategy. So the strategy is all there. It's tried and true. It's proven. We've got lots of people, you know, doing really well in this space on the strategy. The game changer is the inner work, 80% inner work, and you get tons of that training in here as well. So if you're into self-development, excuse me, if you're into self-development, you're going to be very happy in this space. Excuse me. So there are lots of courses in here as well. Money mastery. If you're somebody that needs to heal their money story, like I did, we got you. Marketing 101, sales fundamentals, Instagram and Facebook ads, and training in general, mindset, embodiment, because it's one thing to know the things logically. And I would say this is where I was when I started. I knew logically about things like gratitude and, you know, all the money mastery stuff, but I wasn't embodying it. So this work, this training takes you to the point where you're actually embodying it. And I'm happy to say that I am now. And I'm like so grateful every single day that I followed my intuition. I followed my heart's calling. I followed the yes that was within me. I pushed through the fear to say yes to entering this space. And it's been one of the most powerful decisions of my life. Really, really positive. So leadership, offer specific training. If you want to know more about the offer, there's all the training there. Some people don't talk about the offer at all. I don't talk about it. My brand is yoga and meditation and consciousness. You know, I don't talk about the offer. I bring people into the funnels and that's how they learn about it. I don't have to spend the time. That's part of the automation. I don't have to talk to people about this business. The automation does it for me. So also in the platform, you're going to get the discovery process, which is a super, super valuable coaching process that you're going to go through that's going to help you get clarity on your vision, clarity on what you want to create and where you are now and where you want to go. It's really valuable. Everybody that comes through it tells me like, wow, that was really enlightening and powerful. And you get that for free in the platform. You get to learn about the high profit, high impact offer. There's some videos in there that will explain to you everything because you probably have a million questions right now. And the majority of those will be answered in the platform, in the discovery process. And then you get a free 45-minute call with someone like me or another digital business specialist who's been in it for a while, who understands what's possible for you and can look at your discovery process and learn about you and exactly who you are and what you want to create and say, yes, this is a fit or not, and what's the best way to get started, and really give you that feedback and coaching on what your next step is going to be. Really exciting. It's a lot of value in that. And then you also get a launch your business module in there, which is step by step. So somebody comes, takes you by the hand. If you follow the steps, you go boom, 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 right down the list: foundations of your business, setting up social media, personal brand, inner work, how to launch your business. I mean, it's just massive, the value that you have in here. So the whole concern about, I don't know how to do this, what's being, the invitation here is for you to trust that it's all there and that the training is there and that this is an opportunity for you to expand to the next level version of yourself. If you like learning and if you like internal work, personal work, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. And if you need to make money, you got that solution here as well. So this is the automation piece. You also get the done for you funnel. So we talked earlier about all the pieces of automation: webinars, sales pages, checkout pages, launches, sales processes, all of that. You don't need to create any of it. This is a business in a box that gets handed to you, and you plug yourself into it with support, with training, with guidance, with mentorship. And it's all available, so you can start earning as soon as you join the platform, and you can earn while you're learning. If you're like, I don't even know where to start, that's cool. You can actually start earning right away as soon as you join. And I don't know anywhere else that does that. So this is our community, the Freedom Era community. So this is the era of freedom. This is the new paradigm of conscious business. We are over 5,000 people strong globally, all over the world. We work with people all over the world. We're an epic, epic community of high vibe entrepreneurs, visionaries, leaders, freedom seekers, and beautiful everyday people. We're all about creating life on our terms, so we can do more of what we love, more of what we came here to do with the people we love, while making a huge impact on others and the planet. As I said before, this is a win-win-win-win scenario here. So the Freedom Era is your permission slip to create a thriving life and business for yourself, and a home to find the soul-aligned people you don't even know that you're seeking. Like when you get in here, you just like get so inspired by the people around you, and it's very exciting to be around people who are ambitious, who have cracked the code, who are doing it, and are happy to share with you how they've done it and bring you along, and are wanting to see your success as well. It's a beautiful collaborative energy frequency in our space. So here's a couple questions you might be asking yourself right now. How long will it take to set up my business? It really depends. And the time investment, what's the time investment? Everybody does it a little bit different. You could be up and running pretty much immediately, certainly within 2 weeks. If you just want to do all the training before you launch, maybe a month. It can be just a matter of hours for some people. Everybody has their own way of starting out, but it's a month or less. So the time investment, totally up to you. Next question, right? Can I do this around a full-time job? The answer is absolutely yes. So many people do get themselves out of the 9 to 5 by jumping into this space. And maybe there's a transition, right? Like you want to build this to a point where you feel comfortable and your income is really flowing, and then you let go of the 9 to 5. So it's absolutely possible. A lot of the people who have had a lot of success in this space are doing it on 2 hours a day. So yeah, absolutely possible. The more time you put into it, the faster it's going to grow. That's the thing. And there's no time limits with this. There's no time limit that you have to do it in a certain amount of time. You can do it in your own timing. Can I do this if I have another business? Absolutely. I'm a really good example of that. I already have a personal brand that I've been building for about 10 years. And I can tell you that it has exponentially grown since I've gotten into the space and all the training. But yes, absolutely, you can combine it with whatever existing business you already have. And if you don't have an existing business and you're like, I don't even know what to do with myself, then that works as well. So it's really a matter of, does the frequency resonate with you? Does the frequency resonate with you? Do you want to be surrounded by impact-driven freedompreneurs? Do you want to work on your own terms? Do you want to work when you want, where you want, and not have to do things that are against your values in order to keep a job, right? And do you want to step into leadership? Do you want to be a new earth leader? Are you already a new earth leader and you want to actually step into leadership and be of service to others? For me, I really consider this a service-based business. It's something that has been, as I said, absolutely life-changing. So that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. If you're ready to dive in, if you're like, Kevin, yes, I want to know more, I want to tell you that there is an absolute risk-free trial, right? You do need to pay $99 to go into the platform and check out that discovery process and learn more. But if you end up feeling that it's not a fit for you, then you can get that refunded, and they're really good about it. Super easy. So if you want to learn more, if you want to dive in, you need to ask the person who invited you to this class for their link to the platform. And then you get in and you go through the discovery process and you book your discovery call with your digital business specialist and you learn more. So if you're feeling a yes, if you're feeling like I've been looking for something, I've been called, I know there's something more for me and I'm ready to step into the next level version of myself, then this is absolutely worth your time to explore. Just the discovery process alone and going through that coaching is really, really valuable. So I really invite you to listen to the call of your heart, jump in, just learn more. Look at it as, you know, you're investigating, right? You're investing time in yourself to see if this might be the solution that maybe you've been looking for. It certainly was for me, and it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to pass it on to you. So thank you so much for your presence. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for following the call of your heart to be here. And, you know, if you've been asking for something, this is the sign you've been looking for. That's exactly how it started for me. I actually said a prayer to the universe and asked for a solution. And this is what showed up. And I just know it was divinely aligned. And, you know, might just be for you as well. So much love to you, sending you love from Bali. And hope to see you inside soon. So much love.